ESPN NFL and ESPN College Football. This is a mock draft for next season, 2023. So number one is CJ Stroud. He's the number one pick going to the Houston Texans, quarterback Ohio State. Honestly, the Houston Texans are probably going to be pretty bad next season. I can definitely see them getting CJ Stroud. But honestly, I'd rather put Bryce Young at number one pick just because he won the Heisman last year. And I think he's just going to have a better overall season. So I'm going to have Bryce Young actually being taken by the Texans. And I think he's going to be worth the pick. And I'm going to have CJ Stroud going too. ESPN Plus, number two, you have Bryce Young, Detroit Lions, quarterback, Alabama. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Bryce Young should be the number one overall pick in this draft. I think he probably will go to the Texans at number one, because I don't think the other quarterbacks going to be really that good or worth taking. So, CJ Stroud, I think, is probably going to go to the Detroit Lions. I think that would be a great pick. A replacement for Jared Goff, and I think he'll probably start immediately. I don't really see them, if they do get the number two pick next season, starting Jared Goff, really, for the next season. But what do you think? What do you think will happen? What do you think of my picks? This is a great list. This is ESPN Plus. Number three, you have Will Anderson Jr., New York Jets, defensive end, Alabama. He had the most sacks last season with 17. Honestly, he might have had a better season than Aiden Hutchinson. So, honestly, I would put him at number one this season. But what do you think about this? I feel like at three would be a good position for him, but I could very well see him going number one in this draft. He seems one of the top candidates. I think he could be up for a Heisman this season as well, so you should watch out for him, but I think he has a very good chance of being number one. ESPN Plus, number four, you have Jackson Smith, Jacksonville Jaguars, wide receiver, Ohio State. I definitely do think he's probably going to be around there. The Jaguars definitely do need a wide receiving core, so this would definitely help. And then being there, Chris Olave is already gone, and Garrett Wilson, so he's probably going to be the top receiver at Ohio State this season. Definitely going to have a good season, in my opinion. And he's a big, great overall pick to whoever gets him. I think this is a good pick for the Jaguars if they're up here. This is ESPN Plus, and this is number five. You have Jalen Carter, Atlanta Falcons, defensive tackle, Georgia. Honestly, this would be a great pick. He's probably the best defensive player left at Georgia after all those players got drafted last season. And honestly, in my opinion, I think this would be a great pick for the Falcons in general. They need to improve their defense. That's the main thing. They did draft Drake London, and I think that was a good pick for this season, but next season they need to focus on the defense. And that should be the majority of their picks will be probably defense and maybe another receiver. But what do you think? This is CBS Sports. Which QB would you rather have for 2022? And this is Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. 43% of people said Aaron Rodgers, and 57% of people said Tom Brady. This is honestly insane. But what do you think? If I had a choice to choose one, in the playoffs, I would obviously choose Tom Brady. I think he'd be overall, but for a season, if I wanted to have the best year, I think Aaron Rodgers is probably not the best year next season, but throughout the playoffs, honestly, I would have to take Tom Brady. I'm taking him overall as well. But what do you think?